to deliver his opening speech. Thank you very much, distinguished speakers of the Parliament, distinguished deputy speakers of the Parliament, distinguished Secretary General, distinguished MPs, esteemed parliamentarians. It's a great pleasure to be here in Ankara with you today. Welcome to our capital. Before I begin, I would like to I'm actually very much saddened by the hateful and nefarious event that took place in Serbia. My microphone is closing off constantly. I would like to wish a speedy recovery for all the ones who have been injured, and I would like to pay my condolences to this country. We definitely share the sorrow and grief of Serbia. As you know, we are the Black Sea region is at the crossroads of cultures and civilizations, and we are the heads of the parliament of the Assembly of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation. And we are here, we'll be doing the plenary session of this summit. So the theme of the summit is the 30th anniversary of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation. The mic is off. The interpreters cannot hear the microphone.
Siyasetini, tarihini ve bizlerin kaderini derinden etkilemiş ve şekillendirmiştir. Ne gariptir ki bugün hemen hemen bütün dillerde
So even though it is called Karadeniz, back in the day, societies that experienced this sea of body defined it with its anger, so they gave it a different name. And we cannot say that this name is wrong, even though Black Sea is a rather smaller internal sea. It has a lot of fish. It is vigorous. It is exciting, but its waves and also its winds are also could be very harmful. So we know that many fishermen have actually experienced the challenges of this sea, and they share a common challenge. And the regions around the Black Sea are also very productive, and the productiveness of this region have been praised in the resources of the ancient sea. As you know, the Black Sea grain also serves as a source of hope for people deprived of food in Africa. So we also have to name tea. The tea that is produced in this area are much more superior than its similar products produced in other regions of the world. So this region and this belt that we are in give us abundance of resources and give us a lot of opportunity to fulfill our potential. We are in a common geography. That's why our objectives are our cultures and our history is also common, and this requires a common vision. From international relations to economy, from culture to health, from transport to telecommunications, there's great deal of cooperation potential we have. But in order to build a common vision and a common future, this could only happen in regions and in times where peace is widespread. Unfortunately, the direction that the Black Sea is going has a very different perspective. The biggest problem in the Black Sea region are wars. It has been over 1 year since the war between Russia and Ukraine erupted, and thousands of deaths, hundred thousands of people injured, millions of people displaced. So we have a Black Sea region that has been disrupted. There is no winner in this war. This is a war not only between the people of Russia and Ukraine, but this war leads to unfixable problems. So this is one of the worst wars that our region has experienced. So we definitely want to have a durable peace in the region. As Turkey, we definitely support the territorial integrity and also the sovereignty of Ukraine in its territories. We also pay a lot of attention to the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan, Moldova. Only then we can have peace and stability in the region. As you know, we held the 60th plenary session. The war happens in the field with weapons, but the war ends on tables with pen and paper. So after 5 months, these remarks that I've made are still valid. Turkey is one of the only few countries that both countries, both Russia and Ukraine, can communicate to. We played a great role in the grain initiative, and also our role in the prisoner exchange and our role in humanitarian corridors shows the kind of experience we have in the process. So on the occasion of this meeting, I would like to call upon all the parties for a ceasefire, and also I would like to call upon all the parties for a persistent peace. Unfortunately, some Western countries and also interest organizations want this war to continue with its severity, because even though they do not admit, there are those who gain financial benefits out of this war, who become much more wealthier, who become much more powerful politically. In each and every country that I go to, in each and every meeting that I attend in, I point out this approach, and I want this hypocrisy to end. And I get great positive feedback from my Western colleagues as well. So we have definitely opened up our eyes to people, organizations, individuals who benefit from this war. We need to take sound and positive steps to end this war. This is what Turkey has been doing. We always support the people who are just, who are fair. Distinguished participants, common future is a difficult objective to achieve, but it's not impossible. Before how it was today, before it was European Union, we all know what kind of challenges the Europe has been through. They have been through two great wars where thousands of people died. We talk about centuries of conflicts, centuries of wars. Remembering that is also very important for us to develop our common vision, and we should definitely not despair. Because before, if we did not have war and sorrow, then we would not be able to see how important peace and stability was. It is not impossible to foster a permanent peace environment in the Black Sea. From the Caspian Sea to Volvos to Taurus Mountains, our reactions, our emotions, our feelings could be common. What we need to do is to ensure peace and ensure stability. Distinguished participants, as we have experienced recently, unpredictable wars, pandemics, natural disasters, climate change, and mass migration has led to unprecedented consequences in regional and global environments. Countries may find themselves in a spiral, and even the strongest countries have not been able to pass this test. So that's why we definitely need to work together, and we need to take a common approach in solving international problems. That's why overcoming challenges and trying to find exit ways from financial and economic and regional problems, these are definitely some of the key principles of international collaboration. But what kind of a multilateralism we need? Today, when we take a look at a multilateral organization all around the world, there are not many countries who are actually very happy with these organizations. That's why, under the leadership of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and with the guidance of United Nations, it is important that we always say that the world is bigger than five, to point out the importance of international multilateral mechanisms, because we cannot leave our world to these countries. We need to have platforms where countries have fair and plural contribution. This is the only way we can build a healthy collaboration. And in that sense, the Black Sea Economic the organization of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation and also the Parliamentary Assembly of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation have very important responsibilities. They definitely, these two organizations can take great steps in establishing a common vision in our region. Distinguished colleagues, platforms such as these ones should not be platforms where we exacerbate dispute and also disagreement. These are the platforms where we solve our disagreements, where we find a common point of view, and so that we can negotiate and discuss. That's why these platforms are very much valuable. So on the occasion of the Pabsec, I'm very happy to be here with you today, to host you here today in Ankara, and I hope that our summit and the plenary session will yield to fruitful conditions, to conclusions to our countries, to our region, to the Black Sea region. So thank you very much for your attention. Distinguished colleagues.